Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Kaido, and more specifically, we're going to be talking about a way that Kaido could potentially be taken down by the Straw Hats. And now, I don't usually like to say that I think that my theories are going to come true, because they're usually pretty wacky, far out there, but this one actually has a lot of potential. I think that if there is any conceivable way that the Straw Hats alone are going to be able to take down Kaido, this is the only thing I can think of considering everything we know about him up until this point. So the big thing about Kaido is not so much that he's just completely massive or that he's super strong or whatever. The big thing that everyone seems to have a problem with and can't understand how he can be beaten is because he's supposed to be invincible or something. It's not sure if they mean that that's absolute, he's completely indestructible, but from what we've seen, from the narrator's perspective, from the dialogue, it seems like there is a possibility that Kaido is just that, indestructible or completely invincible. And we've all been wondering, how is it possible? Who is going to and how are they going to take down Kaido? And then if you saw my last video, you would know that actually while in the middle of making the video, I came up with an idea of how it could be possible for the Straw Hats to do it. So enough of dragging this out, let's get right to the point. I think that what might happen is Chopper might use his scope ability. Now, most people watching this are probably having no idea what I'm talking about. What is this Chopper's scope ability? I've never heard of this. That's because, at least as far as the research I've done goes, the last time he used this ability was in Alabasta. In total, he's actually only used it 2 times, first on his own island, and then in Alabasta. Now, if you need me to refresh your memory, here's what it does. And really, don't expect too much here because there's almost no information on it. When you look up Chopper in the One Piece wiki, it doesn't even come up. You have to actually look up the name of his devil fruit to get anything on it, and it's still pretty much nothing. But pretty much, he puts his little hose, paws, whatever, together as if he's about to shoot a massive explosion like in Dragon Ball, and then he just looks through it and finds their weakness. Also, at least the 2 times he used it, he had to have a Rumble Ball active or he wasn't able to actually use it. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the information we have on it. But that's all we really need to make this theory work, so yeah, let's go. So I mean, it doesn't really take a genius to figure out where I'm going with this. Pretty much, I think the Chopper could use this ability on Kaido. If there is any way to deal any damage to Kaido, which, I mean, there pretty much has to be or there's a serious problem here, then Chopper would be the person to find it. Like, let me really put into perspective the situation we have here. We have a man who is supposedly invincible. He's a big-time pirate who just goes from place to place destroying everything, once in a while trying to kill himself, and he can't even do that. Then we have a reindeer humanish thing that can find anything's weakness. As in, if any living creature had a weakness, this reindeer-ish thing would be able to find it. I mean, it's really that easy, like, I could totally see this happening. How else are they going to find a way to take down Kaido if he's supposed to be invincible? The only thing about this that doesn't make so much sense is that he hasn't used this ability since Alabasta, but they cannot just completely scrap it, especially when there is such an opportunity here like this. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have on this topic. I mean, there's not much more to say. It's a pretty simple ability. It's a pretty simple situation with the whole Kaido thing going on. Whether or not I want this to be the way they take down Kaido is not related to whether or not I think it will happen, because I definitely think there is a strong possibility of this happening. But I hope you guys enjoyed this theory. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, if you think it's possible, if this is going to happen or not. As usual, let me know any other theories you got, something you might want me to put up. If I like it, I sure will. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see videos similar to this one. And I will see you guys Wednesday.